Hello, everyone, and welcome to Overtime Sports. My name is Casey Klein, and ahead on the show, our hosts Adam and Izza provide an exciting recap of the 2024-25 winter athletic season. Let's get things started as we send it over to our hosts Adam and Izza.
Thank you, Casey. Appreciate the opening. Alongside Adam W. I'm Izza and Roslan, and thanks for joining us. Plus, later in the show, Casey will join us again with guest and KJS state champion hockey player, Alex Roslan.
Sounds great. All right, we start our show with the Kinnelon winter track segment. The team had another strong season. There are proud accomplishments from the season as several athletes qualified for states, the Meet of Champs, and Nike Nationals. Let's find out more as my co-host, Izza, and Robert Marquesano produced this video.
Hello, I'm Robert Marquesano, and alongside Izza Raza, this is Overtime Sports Winter Track and Field. Let's take a look at how their season is going with Coach Cheggs and the captains.
I've been coaching winter track at the high school 10 years. It's my 10th year. Winter season, I feel like definitely it's to try to keep them motivated as much as possible. So I think trying to break it up, workouts, trying to get outside when we can, trying to look forward to like the cool tracks that we get to go to because it's tough in the winter with the weather and it being cold. Big race, I think a lot of the motivation has to come from, intrinsically, so from within. So I think kids that have big goals, they are motivated to accomplish those goals. So each meet, we have a training period and we get to a meet, they're ready to compete and kind of show what they've been working towards.
I unfortunately suffered an injury in the fall, so I'm almost out for the entire year. So my personal goals is just to keep the guys motivated and just to give out good tips and stuff and keep the young guys in it.
It's just like improve and get ready for spring track so we can have a good year. Yeah. I'm just like there to motivate the team and stuff, just like be influential.
Team expectations for the season, early meets, just place highly, compete pretty well, go to counties, maybe win a relay or two, try to compete, try to place in a few relays, and then just go to sectionals. I think a lot of teams got moved out. We have a good chance to win it. And if not win, then put a bunch of individuals through and then just have a few individuals place at states.
Personal goal, win sectional in the 55 and the 400.
Team expectation is to be ready for spring track.
When someone wins a race or has a big PR, we definitely try to do a shout out at practice, send an email, put it on I know the kids run the Instagram, or I did the old lady Facebook, that way the parents can see it as well. We definitely try to acknowledge everybody's progress and growth as the season goes on. For winter track, each season kind of has different traditions. It's trying to stop at like different restaurants. I know it sounds weird and silly, but like the surf taco, we haven't gotten to do that in a while, so hopefully this year we'll get to stop down there again when we're at states. So different kind of traditions depending on where we are at particular meets.
New tradition this year, all the guys like to play basketball before and after practice. Also on the longer meets when we drive down Toms River, we like to stop at Wawa on the way back, stuff like that.
For a meet, but like getting some Red Bull, like tradition.
I'll say a shark.
A cheetah.
Black Panther.
After such a strong season, it seems like spring track is going to be an eventful season for Kinnelon, with talented freshman Sora Hinton placing 4th at states and qualified for Nike Nationals and Meet of Champs, alongside Joseph Mendy placing 2nd for Invitationals and qualifying for Nike Nationals and Meet of Champs as well. Great job, all.
On guard.
Adam, what are you doing?
Fencing, the international sign of fencers around the world. How do you not know that? Actually.
Okay, Riz.
Exactly. Kinnelon fencing had a very young team this year, with 23 out of 33 players being underclassmen.
Despite the lack of varsity experience this year, Kinnelon fencing seems to have a bright season ahead of them for the next couple of years. Let's take a look at this segment produced by Sadie Smith.
This is Haley Nolan for Overtime Sports with producer Sadie Smith. We recently caught up with the Kinnelon fencing team. Let's meet our team captains.
I fence saber.
I fence foil.
I fence FA.
Foil's the best weapon.
Saber.
Obviously FA.
Foil, because it's the most similar.
I'd probably say saber because it's the most entertaining.
I'd have to say foil because FA and saber have a rivalry, so. Saber, of course. It's way too fast, and it really hurts when you get hit.
FA. So boring, it's hard to watch. Very slow.
FA, it's kind of boring to watch.
It's just a really fun sport. There's so much to it. There's a lot of footwork and like conditioning, which I don't like, but at the end of the day, you just get to beat up your friends.
The touches. I like when I get a nice touch, I get to celebrate a little bit, and it's just like after working hard on something and like it translates to a match. It's very, very rewarding.
I like the community. I like the team. Talking to the people on my team has really made me want to stay, most of all.
It's fun to like compete against another fencer. Fencing tends to be like a friendly competition, which also is good. And here, I mean, I really enjoy working with the kids. All sports have like a physical and a mental component. Fencing, the mental is really, really, really much more important. You have to outsmart your opponent more than perform them.
The solo aspect of it, it's very rewarding because when you win, it's all about you, and when you lose, you know it's your fault because it's something you did.
Compared to like other sports, fencing has a lot of different skills that you need to learn that are very different. You have to have the kind of spirit for it, especially for saber. You can notice a lot of the older saber fencers are very competitive, very passionate. They really love saber a lot, and they're all very, very unique people.
You get to stab people, but legally. There's not another sport like it.
Circling up before every meet and just each of the seniors say something before the meet just to get everyone going.
Whenever someone's fencing, someone will yell, "Who's on the strip?" And they all yell, "Who's on the strip?" And it's really fun. It shows everyone's like in it together, even though it's just you on the strip.
We have this chant. It just kind of gets everybody involved, and so everybody's paying attention to the match.
Now let's take a look at the team's goals for this year.
I want everybody to have fun. I want us to do as well as we can. The people that were here this year, I want to see them continue to improve. Next year, I think we'll be a much stronger team, and I'd like to see us win some more meets.
Like everybody should improve individually.
There are a lot of new people, especially for the FA team and the foils. I want them to be prepared for the next years when I'm gone.
This year, I'd like to see us make it back into the team states, and I'd like to see a couple of our fencers make it to states. We had a very successful county tournament. 3 of us qualified for individuals, so I was very impressed with my team there.
Being their captain means to me that I help them with whatever they need. If they don't know what they're doing, I show them. If they're like scared to go up, I help them with that. And I make sure they know what they're doing and where they're supposed to be.
It means that when the team isn't doing well, that you're there to uplift people. And when you're the captain, you have responsibility to others.
A lot of coaching, so I do a lot of individual work with my teammates. It's very cool as a captain and as a leader to see your team grow. And I've seen a lot of progression with the boys that I've been coaching this year.
Everybody comes to the meet, even like the beginners. They put in a good effort, win or lose, and I'm proud of that.
I'm just really proud of all of us for sticking with it, like doing what we can, especially those people who have to fence a different weapon.
We've like really come together as a team. We're all still having fun. We're still enjoying the experience.
Thanks for watching. I'm Haley Nolan, and this was the Kinnelon fencing team. Overtime Sports with your producer, Sadie Smith.
Good job, and shout out to the Kinnelon fencing team, especially Juan Jaramillo, who made it to states for saber, and Matt Wabel, who made it to states for foil. Izza?
From the fencing mats to the bowling lanes, we now turn our attention to K-Bowl. Up next, my co-host, Adam, and producer Mike Piccolo provide our next segment. Let's roll right into it.
Hi, my name's Adam Shabarovsky, and I'm here with OTS to talk with the bowling team for this 2025 season. I'm going to be talking with Nasty Nate Eisenmanger first to talk about his season expectations. Let's see what he's got to say.
I'm looking forward to continuing our success. We won last year. We're hoping to bring home another one.
Winning Group 1 state championship again.
I'm looking forward to see these kids get what they deserve. They've put a lot of time in. They've rolled some very good scores. And I always preach to the kids. Every time we're at practice or in matches before the states, we're putting money in the bank, and we want to withdraw at the end.
Looking through the pregame genders, also throughout the entire game, the lanes change and stuff. Where you have to make adjustments, and if you can do that, you'll bowl good throughout the whole thing.
Probably just my mind, because if I already think I'm gonna do bad, then I already lost.
The biggest challenge I think is for the kids. It's not really for me, it's for the kids actually. I can help them out a little bit, but to learn the way the lanes are rolling. Different lanes have different types of oil, and every shot's a little bit different. So it's really on them to figure out their marks on different lanes. All right, so when we roll a conference match, there are two matches, the varsity match and a JV match. 6 bowlers roll on the varsity match, and 4 bowlers bowl for the JV. So what happens is, in the varsity match, 6 bowlers, they roll, they get a score, and you take the top 5 scores. So that means we drop the lowest score. And if our total of our top 5 is better than their top 5, then we win the match. You have to win 3 matches. You roll 3 matches in the game. And if you win at least 2 matches and the total wood meets total pins, you win the match.
I like his vibe, honestly. He's just a chill guy.
I gotta say, he's just the vibe he brings. He's a really happy guy. Even if you bowl bad, even you have a bad shot, most coaches might look at you and give you the look. He doesn't do that. He always gives you a smile. He jokes around with you. So I just like the vibe he brings to the game.
I think Boonton Lanes, that's our house. Our kids are comfortable there. They roll good scores there. It's always good to bowl in other places, for the kids get the feel for different lanes, which we try to do toward the end of the year, because when we get to the sections and the states, they're going to be at different houses. So, but Boonton Lanes, definitely, they treat us well there. Go to Boonton Lanes.
My favorite bowling alley of all time is probably Boonton Lanes. But if I had to say the bowling alley that I have the most memories at, it's probably the one in Bolero, the Bolero down in North Brunswick. That's the one we won the state championship at. That one, it was a good feeling when we won that, and we'll be back there.
Oh, Boonton Lanes any day of the week. Boonton Lanes, bro.
Shout out to Mike and Padre Mike. Watch the master work. Hey, what's up, bro? What's good? How you doing? Pretty good. All right, see you, man. Thank you. Anyway, always a blast working with you. And Izza, the bowling team continues to be a dominant program here at KHS.
When I go bowling, I like to stand by the snack stand. But Adam, tell us how they did.
The team finished with a 21-2 record. We're undefeated division champions with a 10-0 record against conference opponents. The team were North Group State champions and made it to the state finals for the 2nd time in a row.
Wow, that's
I'm not done yet. The past 2 seasons, the team is 39-6, winning a percentage of 87%, and they have been ranked as high as number 4 in the state. And even more, this team is young and will turn several starters next season. Coach Souls has it rolling.
clever.
I know, right? And shout out to Nasty Nate Eisenmanger and Cooper Kaplan for qualifying for the individual state tournament.
From the bowling lanes to the swim lanes. Let's dive into boys swimming, where we hear from senior captains, and this segment, produced by Julia Bubica, will be right back after this.
Hi everybody, this is Julia Bubico, and I'm here reporting the Kinnelon Boys Swimming Overtime Sports. Let's roll the clip.
All right, so for team morale during a challenging meet or practice, specifically for the meets, we have a chant that we do together in the locker room, and we it's a football chant that Ben Papanik last year transformed into a swim chant, and we hit the deck like who, and we all kind of get together, and we kind of get really animalistic with it. We start chanting, we start hitting our chests, and it really gives us that energy to push through.
Honestly, just our team morale we're always pretty hyped up, especially during meets. We have our own battle cry.
During challenging meets and practices, we love getting our team morale up by just shouting, and we really get our inner, I think one of the guys called it primate, where we just start yelling hoo, 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 and that really gets us back in the headspace for the meet.
The whole meet, a lot of the guys are out there just cheering on their teammates, even the girls too. With the boys team and the girls team, it's combined. So everyone cheers for everybody, and it's just a lot of fun.
The dynamics of the boys team, I would say that we're very well rounded. We have some old swimmers who really are amazing swimmers. We have some new swimmers who are trying their best. But I think altogether though, we're all friends. Everyone's friendly. Everyone supports each other.
The boys this year are definitely probably a lot more closer and energetic than it has been in previous years. So I'd say our dynamic is just pretty competitive and pretty heated up.
I would describe it as competitive, but also fun and serious, but it's a really small team, so everyone's really close.
Pretty interesting group of guys, pretty unique. There's a good mix of us. We're all different, but when we come together as a team, we really, we're a good group.
Would it have to be our first meet? Because Everett and I brought this an enormous speaker, and we were just blasting all of our favorite songs and the team's favorite songs, and it was just really fun. We show up to the meet against our rival, and we destroyed the competition.
Memory from the season this far was personally was probably on the bus listening to Vito and Sam make fun of each other, because I didn't know if it was serious or not at the start. So when I first saw it, I was like, dude, they're and I thought that was really funny.
And there's two close meets with Lakes and Ramapo. What's the other really close one? I think it was Lakes. The meet against Lakes was really close.
Second meet, we had a really close meet against Madison. It was a lot of fun, and we ended up winning by 10 points. It came down to the last race.
So as a senior athlete, my biggest takeaway from being part of the team would probably be just the camaraderie you get.
Biggest takeaway is definitely getting a good group of guys that are all really competitive and want the best from everyone around them, because a big part of racing is the adrenaline and all that. You're gonna do significantly better when you're hyped up, and that's helped me a lot in high school swim. So definitely having a good team.
Biggest takeaway is for this team, it doesn't really matter how good you are or how long you've been swimming. As long as you come in to the team, new or old returning swimmer, as long as you have a good attitude and enjoy what you do and really are passionate about it, then you can have a lot of success in this team, you'll have a lot of fun, and you'll really enjoy it.
It's probably just, even if you're having a bad season, last year, for example, we didn't do that great. We can always have fun. It's just who you're with and what you make of it.
That wraps up our segment. Thank you to the boys senior captains for interviewing, and congrats on a wonderful season. That's it.
Join K-Swim. We are losing a lot of guys next year.
Nice job on the video, Julia. Congratulations to the boys swim team on an outstanding season. The team qualified for North 1 Group 1 state playoffs, and individually, David Zeltick placed 26th in the state, Johnny Papendick placed 10th in the state in the meet of champions, and broke the school record in the 50 free. Izza?
Staying with the swim theme, we introduced KHS girls swim team, who had a great season with a 5-2 record and once again qualified for state playoffs. We learned more as producers Grace Durkin and Nick Monona provide this report.
Hi, it's Grace Durkin, and I'm reporting for Overtime Sports Winter Edition. We're checking in to see how girls swim has been doing. Roll the clip.
Favorite K-Swim tradition would have to be the pasta parties. I just think it's really fun to get the team together out of the water sometimes.
My favorite K-Swim tradition is when we do our clap chant during the 500 freestyles and we spell out quotes to cheer on our teammates.
My favorite K-Swim tradition is definitely the pasta parties and the holiday parties where we all get to see each other outside of the pool.
Usually before I meet, I drink an energy drink, talk to my friends, and really just try to relax.
I listen to music a lot, and then I also have some snacks right before, and then I usually like to talk to my friends because we hype each other up.
I like to listen to a lot of music, talk to all the friends on the bus. Also listening to Heat It Up with Vito and Sam is also really funny before all the meets.
Well, personally, I just like to show up to every meet and try to do my best because we want to make it as far as possible in the season, and I feel happy knowing that I'm doing my part every meet.
My personal goals are to always work hard in practice and put in all my effort at meets, but also with that effort to pump up all my teammates.
My personal goals are to always swim my best at practice and always try and see how fast I can go at these high school meets, and I always try and put my best effort to every single event I'm in to help better the team and always motivate and pump up other people.
On bus rides, our go-to song is Country Roads. We play it every single meet on the way home.
Usually it depends, but the one that's played the most is a G6.
Definitely our go-to song is Country Roads.
And that wraps up our segment. A big thank you to our captains, Elena, Ellie, and Anna, for your time. You girls did an amazing job this season, and I can't wait to see what you girls accomplish later. Now, sending it back to our anchors.
Also, a huge shout out to Anna Kilponen, Elena Ivasevich, Ellie Ducoulier, and Kylie Papendick for their success at the 2025 Meet of Champs. Anna placed third in the state and set a new school record with her performance. Although her record-breaking career comes to an end here at KHS, she will continue her athletic career at the NCAA Division I level, where she will compete for Villanova University.
Wow, that's awesome. Best of luck to her, and thanks to the seniors for a fantastic season. Now, we're taking the show from the pool to the slopes, and with the lakes melting and snow turning into slush, we have a segment that highlights some of the activities that go on during winter in Kinnelon.
This frigid winter provided more snowfall than we've seen in a few years and around a foot of ice. This is the first time the lakes have been safe to go on since 2022. And now let's go see what this winter actually looked like. Producer Keir Fitzgerald shares this video.
Oh, I dream just to be where you are in a world I can
My name's Hunter Ashton. Because I love skiing. When I was young, like 7 or 8. Because my dad made me do it. Probably Mountain Creek, just because I go there a lot. Well, maybe Killington, that would be sick, like Vermont.
It's about 11 degrees out here. We're gonna go shovel some ice. Get ready for some hockey later. Switch on.
So, Izza, what is your winter activity?
I'm more of a summer beach weather, but I'm the slopes girl all the way. What about you?
Hockey. Like the ice, you know, right after the Zamboni. It's mint.
You want hockey, Adam? You got it. KJS United has been buzzing all year. They had a tremendous start to the season, competed in a tough division, and as the playoffs started, earned the 8th seed. Despite the tough seed, the team had a legendary state playoff run and flashed moments of dominance as they had all season. The team defeated the number 1 seed, Pascack Valley, then went on to win the sectional championship against local rival West Milford, and that win propelled the team to the state championship game held at The Rock. Let's find out more as producers Alex Roslan and Matt Stack share this report.
States, obviously it's to go all the way. I know when we play our best, we can go far.
Yeah, our goal for states is to win. It's gonna be hard to make it to the finals. We got a few tough teams that we have to beat, like Knowles. I think we could get there, and I think we're able to win it if we make it to the final.
I think the goal for states ultimately is to obviously get to the Rock, get to the finals, and hopefully win it. But I think we just gotta, play as a team.
My favorite things, we're like a family. We come from 3 different towns, but we combine, we're like a family, and it's a really good bond. It's a bond you have for life, so.
My favorite thing about being part of the KJS is, just hanging out with the team, in the locker room. Definitely playing too, just getting to see everyone every day, and also going to Duncan after practice.
My favorite part of KJS is definitely the teammates. All the boys are basically the main reason why I love this team.
lack of chemistry because you can't always be with them, and honestly, like, you can't ride the bus with them, so it's hard to get to know them as well. But I feel like we overcome them pretty well.
You know, playing with 3 other schools, it kind of makes it hard to commute to the rink every day and also just to spend time team bonding. But I think we definitely overcome that, you know, spending time every day with each other on the ice. And even though we're 3 schools, we're all one team, and it's great playing with these guys.
It's hard to get everyone together in one place. Since we're so far apart, it's definitely been a struggle, but we've been able to do it this season. So
I felt like we would be fine, and we were fine, but it's definitely got a little bit harder. But other than that, I knew we could do it, and we were pretty good.
Moving up divisions this year, I think gives us a good challenge. But next year, I think it's going to be hard because we're going to be losing some of our top guys, and it's just going to be hard to compete because you have to stay in that division for 2 years. So, but this year is definitely a good challenge, and I think we're doing really well.
it's definitely a new challenge, but it's one that I think we've gotten used to, and I think we're going to continue to thrive.
Some challenges are getting to the rink and being on time, especially some days there's traffic, but especially with the other towns, so it's a little bit harder to get everyone in the same place, same time, but other than that, I feel like we do a pretty good job.
The bus ride, you know, it takes up a lot of time, especially just loading all the equipment, making sure everyone's on the bus on time. You know, it's hard. It's a 20-minute drive. I mean, it's really not terrible, but
Getting to the rink is probably a hard part, making sure you get a ride, but once you're there, it's definitely a fun experience, and I'm glad to be doing it.
I like to do the same warm-up, and then once warm-ups are over, I like to get a water bottle, score my number on the ice, get a little sip of that water. I like to sprint to the goalie, give him a little tap, just for good luck, I guess, and line up.
as a team, we definitely have a few traditions, like in practice, before games. Like the day before game in practice, we'll do this one specific drill that we have where it's 3-on-3. I think it's fun, and as a personal tradition, I always like to get dunking before the game, and I always dress and put my equipment on in a specific order.
Not really. Make sure I kind of do the same warm-up. Helps me get locked in, but that's really it.
As a team, we bond after practice a lot, pasta parties, and overall in practice. It's a little bit harder because we all don't take the bus, but we definitely get the job done, and definitely brings us closer together.
Bonding as a team, you know, we have pasta parties occasionally, especially before Friday games, but, you know, also just in the locker room and on the bench and in practice, just things like that we get to bond with the team.
Pasta dinners sometimes after practice, that definitely gets the boys together. And some fun optional practices that help us bond.
Congratulations to Coach Myron and all the players on the KJS State Champion Hockey team. It was awesome seeing the team perform in front of our fan base, and shout out to Braden Sisko on an amazing season. Just a sophomore with professional aspirations, Braden led the team with 50 goals and earned MVP in the championship game, scoring 2 huge goals in the third period, helping secure the victory. The win cements the hockey program here as one of our elite teams. The program won a state title in 2008, has won division titles, Halverson and Mendon Cup championships, and now add a second state title to the program's legacy.
Also, shout out to our producers, classmate, and now state champs, Alex and Matt. We're proud of you.
It seems fitting to bring back reporter Casey Klein, who has guest Alex Roslan, and they talk about the recent KJS title. Casey?
Thanks, guys. Wow, Alex, congratulations. An accomplishment that few earn. Describe to us, how does it feel to be a state champion?
I mean, being on that ice and celebrating, it was a surreal feeling. Being a state champion, you know, it's just incredible, like to add to the school and the legacy and just promote the hockey program.
All season, Braden Sisko has been tremendous. Describe his talent and what it's like playing with a player like that.
He's a tremendous player on and off the ice. You know, he's a great locker room guy as well. And, you know, when I first saw him play last year as a freshman, I knew he was going to be special for our program. And just seeing his talent and, like, having him step up in those moments, it really means a lot for the team.
Although Kinnelon now competes in the co-op division, Our school's hockey program is very good. How does it feel to add to the program legacy, and how does it feel to share the excitement with your fans, family, and the community?
I mean, winning on the ice, celebrating in front of all the fans and family, it was just such a surreal experience. I'm definitely going to be telling my kids about this and, adding to the legacy, saying, being able to look back and say, I was part of that team that won the state championship. It's just amazing.
Thanks for joining us, Alex. And shout out to Matt Stack, who stepped up big in the playoffs, filling in for injured player Jake Prunty. Honored to have these champs with us. I now send it back to Adam and Izza.
Thank you guys, and congrats again. Now we turn our attention to another championship team here at KHS.
Led by longtime assistant wrestling coach and now first-year full-time head coach Anthony Colabella, the team won the conference championship for the first time in 30 years. With more, producers Peter Correa and David Alexander shared this segment.
Hello, my name is Matthew Stack, and I'm here reporting for Overtime Sports. Let's see how the wrestling team's doing.
I think we're all family, and we kind of bring each other in and keep each other accountable.
Yeah, we've got an awesome team this year. We've already accomplished a lot of the goals that we were trying to do last year, and we're only graduating 3 seniors, but we started off the season 5-0, which was awesome, and that was a huge goal for us. So we're excited with the season moving forward.
I think that everybody comes in, works hard every day. We've created a bond that I would say maybe a lot of teams don't have, where everybody's kind of going through the same situation and practicing and going through the same experiences at the same time.
Try an elbow roll because it's a pinning move and I get everyone with it.
It's probably a claw tilt.
Favorite move is an ankle pick, just because I've practiced it a lot over the years and it's just become very natural to me.
As a captain, you just got to get the guys going. We have a lot of first-year wrestlers, so it's very important that we get them excited and introduced to the sport so they have the foundation so they can improve for their years coming.
Like I said, keep everyone accountable. I think that's where it comes from and where the team feeds off of.
It's honestly just all about leadership and just being there for the guys when they get down on themselves and bringing the energy each day into the room when no one else really wants to be there at practice.
A peanut butter and honey sandwich, but you got to cut the corners diagonally, not vertically.
Post-weigh-in meal is probably just some sort of pasta and an electrolyte drink, maybe a Gatorade.
Make it to Atlantic City and win a couple matches at team states.
We're pretty late into it. We accomplished 2 of the goals that we had, which one was win the conference, 2 was qualify for the state section tournament. So as far as that goes, as me being the coach, I would say we had a very successful season in the sense of accomplishing those 2 goals we set out to reach as a team.
As a team, we just won the conference, so that was our goal. And now our goal is to do well in the states, and then personally make the state tournament.
Just getting everyone in the room and keep getting better. I think some people kind of doze off, and I think it's huge that as a captain we keep everyone in the room.
I tore my UCL in my arm in the beginning of the year, and I've been wrestling through that, not getting the surgery, just to be there for the guys in the team and also to accomplish my individual goals.
Challenges that I faced is just being a young coach and kind of finding my style of how I want to coach and keep a team together and not lose anybody to lack of interest or if they don't think that that's the sport for them, just trying to keep it as connected as possible.
Start off with a warm-up and then we get into a hard drill, maybe go live, and then end off with a big circuit and kind of keep our strength up and conditioning.
We come in, we like to have fun, so a lot of times we'll start off with a game just to get the energy going a little bit. We'll play some music, and then we'll get into our drilling and then technique, and then sometimes we'll finish with just live wrestling.
Determined.
A heart.
Hardworking.
Motivated.
Favorite thing about wrestling at Kinnelon is just seeing all the kids, because I've wrestled with these same kids since we were first grade, my first year of wrestling, and just seeing each of us grow together and just knowing the families of everyone at Kinnelon.
The family we have and like what we stand for.
Just the environment and the group of guys on the team, and I love the coaches as well.
I think that I'm able to kind of work with the high school kids and then also build some relationships with the kids down below in the rec program and really try to create a sport that is a full-blown community from K to 12 and just try to build the best program that I can build.
Nice job, guys. Thank you for the video. The team had several outstanding performances during the season. Seniors Jack Doty, Karan Hinton, and Luke Batesel keyed several wins with big pins. Nate Perella had a huge pin against Boonton, trailing 11-2. Perella hit a throw and pinned his opponent that helped secure the conference championship.
Individually, shout out to our MCT finalists Wyatt Cisco and placers Dominic Malfitano and Roman Rudico. Our district placers Dominic Malfitano and Stephen Malfitano, Jack Doty, and Wyatt Cisco. Region champ Paulina Shardakova-Skorzafava and region placer Wyatt Cisco qualifying for states in Atlantic City. A huge congratulations goes out to Paulina for placing 6th in the state at 126 pounds. Izza?
From the mats to the courts, we turn our attention to basketball. After a solid season, making quarterfinals in states last year, there was a high hopes for the team with 7 returning seniors, despite losing all-time leading scorer Nick Canariata. Let's tune in to learn how they did from producers Casey Klein and Jack Chigo.
Hello everyone, my name is Robert Marcasano, and alongside Casey Klein and Jack Chigo, this is Overtime Sports Boys Basketball.
Win as many games as possible, make the state tournament, and hopefully make a run in it.
The most important thing is we've got to make a deep run in states. No official word on what we can do yet, but I really think we can go super far. And it's just determined by how we come together as a team by the end of the season.
Going into the team room, talking, hanging out, getting our minds right. Coaches will come in, give us a game plan. By that time, yeah, we'll be ready for the game.
We'll have the night before sometimes, we'll have a pasta party. Try to warm up the same way, we get our bodies ready. We watch film and mostly just get mentally ready for the game because basketball is such a mental game.
Make sure everything's pretty much organized, make sure the team is on time for everything, and just, making sure the whole team's on track.
To help organize a team, help win games, organize events, help plan stuff with coach, kind of get the word out.
Case the producer.
It taught me a lot of discipline and be patient in life because not everything's going to come right away.
A lot of leadership opportunities, having to be in that spotlight and perform. Also, not getting down on yourself. There have been games where, it was my fault we lost. Same thing as the opposite. The opposite can be said too. Really, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
Sophomore year, state tournament, the first round, we played Passaic Charter, and we won because that was the first state game we won in a couple of years. So it was pretty special.
Hopefully this year, by end of February, March, we can make my favorite memory. But 2023, the conference championship, that was obviously a really exciting moment for us.
Don't know yet. I don't know yet. See what the future holds.
Yeah, I do. I'm committed to Stevens Institute of Technology.
Let's go talk to Coach K.
We want to be competitive in our league, win
at least one county game, and at least one state tournament game. Fun because I like to see them enjoying themselves. A sport that I really love and have grown up to play over the years and coach. I've been coaching a long time. I try to give them all of my experience, teach them that it's not all about winning, it's about competing, playing together, and enjoying it and enjoying the experience. Play as hard as you possibly can. Represent the school and your family and your teammates in a high fashion.
There was many bright spots, like making the state tournament, and both Jace Marone and Ryan Gang averaged career-high points of 14 points per game. Jace also had a couple of nice dunks during the season.
Okay, up next is our girls basketball segment, produced by Amelia Olsen and Jules Broth Cannon. The team is young, with 6 freshman varsity players and several starting, making a big impact on all year long. Let's find out more. We will be right back after this.
Hi, this is Amelia Olsen with girls varsity basketball. Let's check in with their coach.
So this is my 3rd year coaching at Kinnelon. I've been coaching for 15 or so years overall. And I started coaching on the boys side, and I started when I was a teacher at Morristown, then I got into coaching on the girls side. So I just love coaching basketball, and it's been my favorite sport growing up, and it's a lot of fun, and I want to do it for a while. Goals for this season are to just keep getting better as the season goes on. We have a very young team, and we've been doing really well so far, and the goal overall is to just play our best late in the season and heading into the state tournament. Just encouraging the players throughout the season, seeing the things that they're doing well, and pointing those things out and letting them know things that they need to improve on, and doing everything I can to help them get better overall as a player. So we usually post a video of the other teams in the Google Classroom, and we have a scouting report for all of our games, and we write down some of the key players and some of the things that the other teams are doing. So we like to have our players have a chance to see the other team playing, like on the video, and also have a scouting report with some of the key things that we're focusing on for the game plan. My favorite memory from coaching was when I was an assistant coach and we won the county, the conference, and the state tournament. That was a great season. I think that's been the most impressive thing, is how young our team is and how some players have to really step up as freshmen and start on the varsity team and get a lot of minutes on the varsity team. And I think they've been doing really well, and every game it seems like we're getting better and everyone's coming together as a team, and I couldn't ask for more from the freshman group in terms of how they're performing so far this season.
Thanks for that feedback. Now let's see what the captains have to say.
I've been playing basketball since I was like 7 years old.
I was like 6, maybe 5, I don't know.
Trying to be an inspiring teammate and supportive for the girls, especially because we have a lot of younger freshmen.
A source of inspiration and leadership for the girls to come to. Just I like to have fun, but I also want to make sure that I'm telling the girls, like a message between the coach and the girls, just making sure that they can talk to me if they feel like they can't talk to him.
I think just really this year is for building our program up with 6 freshmen out of 10 people, but also being top in our conference or division and just competing in states as far as we can get.
As a team, I think maybe division champs would be great, but we're gonna definitely have to show up against St. Elizabeth's and compete with a few of those other teams, but division champs would be great.
It taught me how to communicate better and work as a team through adversities on and off the court.
They've taught me very important life lessons about how to motivate people and how to be there for people, and just about being a team player in general.
My favorite memory is beating Pompton Lakes in our holiday tournament last year.
Ooh. Probably winning the Wawa gift card at the Bucket, even though I haven't got it yet.
High fives on and off the court, and then just yelling positive words throughout the games really help with just keeping the team energy up.
I try and always positively encourage my teammates, just make sure that they know that it's okay to make mistakes during the game, and also I, support them when they do the right things.
They have done really well at starting as varsity coming in from the middle school level. As the season goes on, I expect to see even better things out of our freshmen. And for being freshmen, they've really stepped up a lot, considering they make up the majority of the team, and we only have 2 upperclassmen, me and Kelly.
They've really stepped up this year. I mean, we have 3 freshman starters. We have Kylie, Gia, and Olivia, and we have a ton of freshmen and underclassmen coming in off the bench. I mean, the only 2 upperclassmen are me and Angie, but I mean, they've just really stepped up in general. All of our underclassmen players, they're our leading scorers. They're our key players.
Thanks for watching. This is Amelia Olsen with Kinnelon Girls Basketball.
The girls were challenged with a tough schedule, but finished the year strong with 15 wins and qualified for the state playoffs. Offensively, the team was led by a trio of freshmen. Gia Scucciatella finished with the season with nearly 200 points. Olivia Kurzecki ended the season with 212 points, and Kylie Whalen finished with 354 points.
With 3 seasons ahead of them, it seems like all 3 will have potential of earning 1,000 points in their careers, and Whalen likely to contend for the school's all-time leading scorer. The team returns nearly their entire team next season. The future is bright for the program.
And that wraps up this episode of Overtime Sports. We want to thank our crew and everyone involved with the segment. Izza Raza, KC Klein, I'm Adam Shabarovsky saying so long, and we will catch you on the sidelines for the spring edition of Overtime Sports. See ya!